Welcome to Chapter 5 of Tally Learning Hub. In this session, you will learn how to set your GST details in Tally ERP 9. To enable GST, press F11, press S for statutory and taxation, press Y and press Enter to enable GST, press Y and press Enter to set GST details, type your GST in. Press Y on Set Alter GST Details and press Enter. Here, you can set the GST rate applicable to most stock items in your business. Example, Guru Electronics majorly deals in computer parts. They can set the GST rate for computer parts here and it gets applied to all the items in the company. Later, in case they deal in stock groups or items for which a different GST rate is applicable, we will see how easy it is to set the GST rates only for those stock groups or items. Press F12 and press Y on Allow HSN SAC Details. Press Ctrl A to accept the settings. Enter the HSN description and the HSN SAC code. Select the taxability as taxable. Type the GST rate. Press Enter. Press Enter and press Y to accept the settings. Press Ctrl A to accept this screen. And then press Escape to come back to the gateway of Tally. Next, let's see how to set the GST rate for stock groups or items for which a different GST rate is applicable. Press D for display, press O for statutory reports, press Enter, press R for GST rate setup. Your major stock groups with their GST rate will be shown here. Currently, both are showing 18%, which we set in F11 features. Press Alt F1 for a detailed view. Now, you can see the subgroups under each major stock group and the stock items under these subgroups. For Guru Electronics, the group Digital Cameras is taxed at 28% and not at 18%. So we'll select the group Digital Cameras by pressing spacebar. Press Alt S for set rate. Enter the rate details. You can see that for the stock group Digital Cameras and all the items under Digital Cameras, the GST rate has got updated to 28%. Similarly, you can even set a GST rate for a stock item. Just select the stock item using spacebar and press Alt S, set rate. Remember that this is the order in which Tally will apply the GST rate for an item. First, in case you have set the GST rate in the item, that rate is applied. If not, Tally will check whether the GST rate is set in the stock group. If so, that rate is applied. If not, Tally will check the GST rate set in F11 features and use that rate. Once the GST rates have been set, press Escape and come back to GST reports screen. The next step is to set the unit quantity code or UQC for your stock items. These are codes for units of measure which you need for filing your GST returns. Press M for Map UOM UQC. The units of measure that you have created in your company will be shown here. Press Alt S for Map to UQC. The list of codes will be shown here. All you need to do is to select the code for your unit of measure. Here, since Guru Electronics unit of measures is numbers, I will select numbers. Press Escape to come back to GST reports. The next step is to set the GST in of your suppliers, customers, and other parties you deal with. Press U for Update Party GST in. Select all items. Select the registration type and enter the GST in. Accept the screen. The final step for you to be GST ready is to create the GST ledgers. Press Escape to come back to the gateway of Tally. Press A for Accounts Info. Press L for Ledgers. Press C for Create. Type the name as CGST. Select the group as Duties and Taxes. Select GST as the type of duty. Tax type as Central Tax. Press Ctrl A to accept the screen. Similarly, type the name as SGST. Select the tax type as State Tax. Press Ctrl A to accept the screen. And lastly, type the name as IGST. Select the tax type as Integrated Tax. Press Ctrl A to accept. In case cess is applicable for your business, you can create a ledger for cess too. We are done with setting the GST details. In our next session, we will learn how to record purchase and sales transactions in Tally ERP.